All right, everybody, welcome back. I have the pleasure of introducing Beer Belly Boys. I have A5, who is the captain, and I have Rob, who is the owner. How you doing today, guys?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. Rob, how you doing?
I'm having a great time, man. Excited to talk a little bit about what we do over here, and really appreciative of the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Well, I promise you, we're all excited to learn more about Beer Belly Boys. I cannot wait to get the history on that name later in this interview.
Yes, sir.
We'll start off with something quite easy, and you don't have to dox yourselves, of course. You can give a generalized area, but tell us, where are you guys from?
Rob, would you want to go first, or?
Sure. Yeah. I don't mind doxing myself. It's in my Discord bio anyway. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. Uh, Go to Madison College, play esports for them. So big fan. Like to rep my city and my school.
Um, I grew up. I still live in Indiana, but I grew up on the west side of Indiana and slowly migrated my way up towards the north side of Indiana, and it's really nice.
Very cool, very cool. Rob, you say that you play esports for Madison. What do you play?
Mostly Rocket League.
Hmm.
I also, I was a sub on the Overwatch team because we needed another person, and I played collegiate TFT for a semester, but primarily Rocket League.
Okay, yeah, of course. I think a lot of us probably come from that Rocket League background. A5, what about yourself? What
Yes, sir.
other competitive games do you play besides Rematch?
Um, that's the thing. This is my first ever competitive scene.
Wow.
Um, I, yes, sir.
No, that's incredible. That's incredible. I can't wait to learn more about why you chose Rematch. But please go ahead.
Oh, yes, this is my very first ever competitive scene. I've been playing with Rob for the past half year. He's been helping me get really good at Rocket League. He's made me like learn this competitive mindset and this competitive like flow. And ever since I've been hanging out with him, I just really enjoyed it, and I kind of want to see how far I can take it.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So, I guess question about the org, Beer Belly Boys, and you guys playing together. It's almost like a tongue twister. But so did you guys, I guess, connect through Rematch then, or was it on Rocket League?
Uh, I met him in a casual lobby in Rocket League. I was just GC, and I asked him to help me get my rewards. And just the goat he is, the glorious friend he is, he said yes, and ever since then he joined my Discord, and we hit it off from there.
Yeah, that's I love how you casually drop, just GC like it's just anyone can do that. No, that is quite the feat for sure. How far, I guess, what is your rank currently in Rematch? How far have you guys gotten?
Uh, Currently I'm like almost 4K RP, but I
Didn't they
tend not
reset it?
to. Yeah, but I guess it's still like basically the same. Um, so 4K RP ish for me. Rob is Rob don't really get to grind as much. He's been dealing with doing his stuff, dealing his stuff, hosting the org, doing all the org stuff. Um, and I feel like rank really isn't the best way. Like we don't really grind rank because it's not the best cop ever. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
Let
yeah.
me.
random people.
So what he's kind of speaking about is we scrim. We just split up the roster. We're making two competitive rosters
Oh
now, but
wow.
I was on this team until like literally 2 days ago, and then we are splitting it up to make two competitive ones. So I can also speak a little bit to like how we operate. And I think what he's saying is scrims 2 hours a day, basically. So ranked is maybe like if you're on with friends or filling the gap. No, a lot of the top players don't really care about their rank, so it's more of like a way of it's the only other way to play, really. Whereas when everyone is like trying their hardest, like A5 has never tried as hard in a ranked game as he had in a scrim. And so when it's really about like getting those reps in and really grinding and trying to do our best, it's usually in those scrim lobbies as opposed to a ranked lobby.
Yeah, I guess.
At least,
Yeah, go ahead. Go
at
ahead,
least
please.
for I'm sorry.
No, go
At
ahead.
least for right now, because how the matchmaking is, it's not consistent. So like getting the reps in, playing in ranked isn't as consistent as in I would schedule scrim for an hour or 2 hours, and that's way better reps.
Oh, queue
And
times too. Up
yes,
until like recently, there were like 6 to 7 minute queue times in Elite,
Oh, I
and
remember.
so yeah, why would we wait 7 minutes between games when we could just A, know we're going up against the best competition, and B, get more reps in an hour, you know?
Yeah, no, that's
yes,
totally
sir.
fair. Yeah, that's I understand that. It's better when you can take your 5 stack and go against another true 5 stack and really split the hairs down the difference. To see what you guys need to work on and what works for you. Rob,
Yes,
you
sir.
you said that you were gonna split the roster, or you have split the roster. What do you have a
Yeah.
name for the other team yet?
We have the Beer Belly Boys and the Beer Belly Lads.
Wow. Okay. Your belly.
I guess this is the first time this has been publicized because we haven't even put this in our Discord yet. Because we're actually hosting tryouts. Like right now, we're in hour 6
Oh,
or hour 5, sorry, of tryouts for for our roster.
well, there we go. Maybe after this interview, hopefully, when players come to listen, they can go and sign up with you guys and try out. Because I was
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
wondering,
we're all, yeah.
that's interesting. I mean, I was wondering what the name would be once you said it, and then of course, now that you've elaborated more, it makes sense as to why I don't see them yet in this tournament, or I guess a different tournament.
Mhm. Yeah, we only have 4 people at the moment. So as we have a couple tournaments that we're looking to compete in, and hopefully round out that roster
Interesting.
before then, ideally,
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, right? I mean, that's the dream. Well,
But
so
more about them, yeah.
yeah, of course. So on the current, the Beer Belly Boys roster, A5, what is your position?
Um, as of right now, we all kind of like rotate, but as of right now, playing more of a midfield role that plays like both offense and defense.
Okay.
So it's just support wherever my team we stick as a unit up and down the field. So like just giving support where support is needed, creating offense, supporting on defense. Just just that way of playing is like that's just how I play.
Okay, yeah, like a two-way player. I totally get that. I feel like you need that fluidity in this kind of 5v5 scenario, like with Rocket League, with it being 3v3. Of course, there's no standard, you are the last man at all times. Everyone seems to get forward.
Correct.
So you play in I guess, midfield. I mean, so I guess how could you describe your play style without giving too much away? Um, I guess you said you're I guess really just a support role essentially. You'll get forward when you need to get forward. You'll get back when it's time to get back essentially.
I feel like the mindset I can give without giving it too much away is it's passiveness and you got to go through me, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
So like if I feel like if I don't commit and I don't give myself up and put myself out, then you always will have to go through me. And I feel like that's just like key.
Okay. Yeah. No, I totally get that. That's a good answer. Um, Rob, how
Mhm.
how would you describe the play style again without giving too much away? You want to leave some mystery for the competition later in this tournament, but how would you describe the play style?
Mine or
For
A5s or the teams?
yeah, sorry for the team for the Beer Belly Boys.
Flexible. It's always been. We even looking from the outside in this case, like they got 2 of the most flexible players and best players that I know in Juicy and Bird, and they can dominate you on offense if the space is there, and you have to do some some nasty stuff to get past them when they're on defense. And I mean, A5 and Phoenix are the same way. Phoenix might be the best forward in the world, and he's also a really good defender. And so when A5 was talking about support and how everyone kind of rotates as his first response to positions, like it's fluid. The team will see it's like a liquid, right? The team sees what openings are there, and they naturally flex to take that space. And it's a really impressive play style. And I think that with this new roster, it's going to be really tough for anyone to take him down.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, there are some really tough teams in this competition for sure. Some very high level team profiles out there with Voidbound, of course. F5 Penguins are going to be there. So there certainly will be some tests. And I can't wait to see what Beer Belly Boys can do against them. It's going to be fun for sure. I can already tell.
Really looking forward to it. I'm so excited for it.
Good. So I guess in a way a loaded question, and you can both give your answers, but I will say, of course, for UA5, when I ask this question, you can exclude yourself out of it, and you don't have to just pick one. I will say pick one. You don't have to actually pick one. You can pick as many as you want. But let's say for broadcast / casting view of it, right? If you guys had to pick one player or a couple players in the team that you think are special, right? That you think this guy is a star or they're a rising star, who would that player be or players?
On the Beer Belly Boys?
Yes.
Oh, that boy Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix is something special. He knows how to play the game. He's more or less like been the captain. I've been like sorting scrims and whatnot, but he's been the one that coaches.
The in-game leader. He's been the one picking the direction of the team. This is what we're going to try next. I was really thinking about it, and this idea might be really good. Try passing it to me this way. Maybe if I collect it differently, it'll apply a unique type of pressure on the defense. He's been pushing the limits and the boundaries of the mechanics of this game, not as a freestyler, right? But from a competitive standpoint of what about this, moving the defender this way, and then being able to still have control to get it past him in the space that I've just created. This guy I haven't seen anyone. I've seen people who are also really, really good, but I can't say that I've ever seen anyone better on the ball in creating space in an offensive manner than this guy. From an unbiased perspective. That's why I want him on the team.
Of course. No, I totally understand that. So, I mean, that's someone I will certainly be watching out as I cast these games. But I had the idea from the last interview. So that is the star / I guess rising star, if you will. So if you had to pick another player, right? This is your sleeper player. This is the one that maybe people don't know of, aren't as talked about, maybe you just would write them off. Who would that be? Who would your sleeper like? This is the guy who will turn the tides for us in the blink of an eye.
That's a really hard question, I feel like, with our team, because I feel like none of us get the recognition that we need or do or have, because we're all insane. Like, that's what Rob was talking about, the flexible part. There is no gaps. Everyone stands out at a certain time, regardless. So I feel like Bird and Juicy are those two people. Like, they're insane, and I don't want to like put myself under the bus, but I want to keep myself humble as well. Like, I feel like Bird and Juicy are those sleepers, straight up. Like, they're insane players
it's
that
tough.
nobody talks about.
But all the pro scene has so much respect for him too. Like, that's the thing, is I think the interesting part is in all of the tier lists not that they're like official, right?
Yeah, of course.
But that all the players and teams make. Everyone on our team has always just gone in a tier called Missile. Valid because we, obvious reasons. But I think it's easy to write off Phoenix when you just see that side of him, right? And you don't see the other things that come out maybe in different situations. And it's easy to write off A5 when in tournament situations, he doesn't get the ball because we're min-maxing a strategy that's really efficient. And maybe in other scenarios, if someone did get to see A5, they'd rate him higher. And I think the same is going to be true with Juicy and Bird because they're, again, more midfield and defensive oriented players. So everyone, the only real like highlights that come in this game are from on-ball players and a lot of offensive players. A lot of this team does things that really don't get seen. It's the way they support each other on defense. They pick up each other. They communicate. They stay positive. They work together on everything. And I think that's why it's so hard for A5 to pick a sleeper, and that's why it's hard for me to pick one too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He spoke for me as well on that.
Okay, well that's good. No, I mean there are no wrong answers here. Of course, this is your time. This is your spotlight to really state your case and get it out there. So I mean, I totally applaud you guys for just being truthful and speaking so openly about how you feel with the team. And of course, like you said, the rankings they're not concrete. This isn't really official just yet. Anyone can really make their name still. I mean, it's wide open. You know what I mean?
So the game has only been out for a month. So.
Yep. That's it. Yeah, I mean, that's it. So speaking of that, the game's only been out for a month. So Beer Belly Boys, has that only existed for a month then, or is that longer than a month? Does this come from Rocket League, I guess, is what I'm asking, or is this this is from now?
I can say something about that. We all kind of sort of grouping up like second beta, Rob?
Yeah, I would say so. Because after Joe and I played in the first beta, Phoenix played in the first beta, and then our original two other players, Barry and Jergs, were friends who also played in the beta. And I'm the one who knew everyone. So I was like, oh, these guys were pretty good. Phoenix is pretty good. Me and Joe are pretty good. So let's all play and see how it goes. And then we played together, had some fun, and then it started out as the Beer Belly Brigade, actually.
Okay.
And then
That does sound familiar.
And then we ended up changing to the Beer Belly Boys.
That's pretty good though. It's a good name. Would you say the Beer Belly Boys, do they have a rival?
Oh.
Again, I know the game is still young, but
try not to. We try to spread positivity and love, man. It's just like it's a game at the end of the day, regardless of if it's your profession or not. We're not here to hate on one another. You know what I'm saying? So we just try to spread love. We don't. There are teams that when we play against them, it's like, oh, they're harder, but really none that stand out. Whereas like, ooh, we gotta beat them. We just want the best for everybody, realistically.
Especially with this game only being a month old, like all of us are really on the same team of helping this grow into a real esport. And I think it's really important to remember that. And it's very easy for a lot of people in the community to forget that. We all want to be really good. We all want this game to be really entertaining. We all need this to grow. We all want to be pros at a game that matters, not one where the North American Championship's $1,000. If we want to play this for hours for money, like we have to help it grow together. And I think a lot of people forget that. So, do we have people who we get excited about to play, or who maybe we've ran into in tournaments a few times, or maybe who we respect a little bit more, or even a little bit less? Absolutely. But like rivals I can't. Yeah, I think A5's right. Like, nah, we're all on the same team.
That's well said. I do feel like we're starting to see. Hopefully, we're starting to see some bit of rivalries kind of develop in front of us, like with Voidbound and F5 Penguins. Just because of that qualifier final that we saw. That one was a good one. So I'm hoping something kind of develops there. There's Parlay Ego Kings and Parlay Atletico Club, since they're sister teams. I like to think there's a rivalry kind of in there. Now, of course, not a we hate you rivalry, but just we're cut from the same cloth. And it's like a hometown rivalry, if you will,
Then, yeah, you could say that the Beer Belly Boys and the Beer Belly Lads are rivals, but it's tough to say that when our team isn't done yet and they're currently one of the best in the world. Like, we kind of got to earn that right right now. I think
Yeah.
that we will as soon as we're a team and as soon as we compete that we will. But like they've also earned the right to say that we're not just anyone's rival, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I there will be that in-house rivalry, and I think both mine and A5's blood will just boil a little bit hotter in those matches, and that's going to be amazing. But it's tough again because it comes from a place of love, and iron sharpens iron. And I'm working on this. It's for me. I would love to see you succeed, but only one of us can move on. It's a brotherhood type of thing more than a preying on your downfall type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I would call a very healthy uh, competition. I guess it's a healthy rivalry. It's nothing. Yeah, like you said, there's no love lost. There's no bad blood, and that's
Yeah.
fine. Of course. I love that. I guess the storylines of two teams who come across each other enough times where it's like, wow, they face each other 20 times, and one team maybe has gotten the better of them so many times. Will the other team overcome that, or something like
Yeah.
that? Of course, that's
Yeah,
what
those
I'm.
are always fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see that, of course, develop. Like you said, it is still quite young in the history of this fine esport that we've been playing.
It's
But
also tough
hmm.
because of roster moves.
Oh yes, yes,
For example, like F5 is like a completely different team. So even if you clashed with them in their first several matchups in the tournaments, right? Like those rivalries almost form more with individual players
yes.
than the orgs themselves. There's some like Finesse has stuck together for the most part, like very well. So if someone wants to rival with Finesse, they can kind of have that. But most rosters have changed at least two of their five pieces, and that's like 40% of a team. So it's tough to feel like that genuine allegiance a month in competing against different people, you know?
Yeah, I'm in correspondence with one player, and he had mentioned to me that he and another player had left the one team that I've also been in correspondence with. And, of course, we joked. I think I joked to both of them, but I was like, man, it'd be really awesome because they're both in this, or one of them is for sure in the tournament. I think the other one's still registering. And I was just joking
Mm-hmm.
with them, like, oh, how much fun would it be if, you guys came across each other at some point in this tournament? Like, that would just be a good headliner, a good story, I guess,
Yeah.
to sell for the match.
It would be really entertaining, but I just hope that they're excited from a place of love and positivity as opposed to I hate these guys, let's watch them fail, you
Yeah,
know?
the beauty of it, and I can tell you this, yeah, it's all a place of love. When they
Cool.
split, it was very much mutual. There was no hard feelings. Both players were just they were fine with it. Hey, they're both doing what either is best for themselves and best for the team. They
And
want
that's
to
awesome. Yeah.
try something else. Yeah, I mean it totally works. That's okay. I'm totally for that. But going into this tournament, right? How have you guys been preparing? I guess if you can share some details, of course. Again, not all. You don't have to tell me what you've been working on specifically, but what kind of things have you guys been doing to just get ready to face these high level teams?
Um. Oh, I thought my mic wasn't working. Uh, Basically same thing. Just trying to keep ourselves consistent. Daily scrims, whether it be 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, just playing daily, 10 mans ranked. Um, really working on our like basic fundamentals, like getting the ball to the open man. Um, Focusing on making the passes better, just click better, less turnovers realistically.
Hmm.
Just basic fundamentals. Just trying to just sharpen the blade. All I guess is the best term to use. So it's
Make the right
really
decision more often and be better at it.
yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a winning formula to me. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds simple, of course. In
It's a lot
reality,
harder.
yeah, it's a lot harder to just pull it off. But
Yeah, that's why the reps are needed there.
they are no, they are. You have to spend your time playing, over and over again until you can get it right. You can reproduce it just about with no error.
Exactly.
So A5, you are the captain. What's that been like for you? Is it a tough burden? Is it hard for you? Is it easy? Does it come easy? Are you a natural leader, I guess? Please, get into the specifics of how it's been like for yourself to captain a team.
Well, as like Rob said, as of recently, like he's been on the main roster on playing with me. So he's actually taken a lot of the burden. Like
Hmm.
we all come together, we all talk to lots of people, so we get scrims really easy. And like our team is actually been really just chill, really been vibey other until recently. And like so it's not really too difficult running a team. Just when people say something and they flake off, like I feel like that's the most stressful part is having to like, either find subs or a replacement because your team's ready or another team's ready. But it don't really bother me too much because I got Rob. I'll get a hold of Rob and Rob will he'll help me guide this stuff out, figure this stuff out. Maybe he'll even send me a prompt message I can copy and paste.
Yeah.
That's not always nice,
Like
isn't it?
it really is nice having just like like my brother, like just someone I can actually almost call for and be like, help me, bro. Like
Yes, sir.
so so it's like I guess more or less it'd be a Rob question for that because like as of recently, like I mean I've only had to do scrims and just like talk to the team and that's butter. That's just like that's free.
Yeah, we will be getting to Rob, of course. No, I like your answer. I haven't had to be a captain in rematch. I think, thankfully, honestly, not that I feel like I couldn't do it, but I do feel like it could be kind of stressful, especially if you're going at it by yourself. But luckily, you have great support with Rob, which is awesome.
Shout out my
That is the
goat.
goat. That is the goat right there. Appreciate you,
Good.
Brody.
Well, that's good because
Always.
we have a question for Rob. Rob, what's it like being the owner?
Kind of fire.
Yeah.
Simple.
I mean, all the
Yeah, I mean,
decisions go
like,
through yourself, so that has to be kind of nice, right? Whatever it is, you just okay it straight away, and it's done.
I don't think so. That's that's the easy way to do it. It's not the right way to do it. Um, I've always kind of taken a democratic approach to owning stuff. Like, I don't know. I own a Rocket League with like 60 staff members, and like,
Wow,
sure, I could make all the decisions for that if I wanted to, but like, then what's the point of having my support system?
that's true. It
What's the point of
is.
putting people in positions where I respect them if I'm not going to listen to their opinion? So like, I don't know. It's always been I kind of pose the next question, the next fork in the road, and then I ask the people who have been here with me what their opinion is on which path we take. And sure, I might care more about what I have to say at times, but also I make sure to ask because those people are equally a part of it. Like the Beer Belly Boys brand, right, has grown a ton. We've gotten some big YouTube videos, some big names, some big time finishes. We got earnings now. Shout out the gang, $5 a piece. Let's
Nice.
go. Yeah, right. But more than anything, like the brand wouldn't be here without the players. It's disingenuous to say that like this is my thing when A5 and Phoenix in particular have been here for the entire time and are helping with everything, right? And then we have like Jergs and Barry, some of the original two, who we never would have gotten top 8 without them, right? And maybe they've finished their chapter here, or maybe just that one chapter is done. Who knows? But if we couldn't get to chapter 8 without chapter 1, and we needed them for that. So there's a lot of people who maybe they don't like own it with me, but we would never have gotten this far without them. And so long story short, I guess I try to give people the respect who've earned it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It's nice to hear that the club is as united as it is. That you guys all can move forward with decisions and come to a vote, and it's not just one person calling all the shots because
Yeah,
like you said, you can give your viewpoint, but someone else may have a better viewpoint to give out there, and you
totally.
can totally take that, yeah, and run with it. And if it succeeds, that's awesome. If not, well, that's okay because you guys all have each other still. The support's still there.
Exactly.
You know,
We made the decision together.
Exactly. So it's not a failure. It's just it's a mishap. Essentially, you just pick it up and retry again. Go another route possibly.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's nothing crazy for you guys. That's awesome. Because leading into my next question, if you had to pick a favorite rematch stadium that really brings you to your zen state, what stadium would that be?
You got one, Joe? I'm going to look at what they
Uh,
are right now.
that's exactly what I was doing.
Oh
Uh,
no, that's okay.
um, as of recently, it's
Mhm.
got to be mountains.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
before I played on mountains, it was space only. Space is
Wow.
it's just straight. It's just straight zen. I love outer
Yes.
space. I love being in. I love having my own personal space. I just feel like it clicks so well. I'm just out there in the void, and we're out there playing
Heck
rematch.
yeah.
In the void bound.
Yes.
Whoa.
Watch out.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Mine is also mountains, and then my second favorite that was here before is Jungle Bright. I love pastel colors. I
Mhm.
think they're so pretty. They are just like chemically calming to look at. Like
Yeah.
it soothes your brain, and so in a game, in any competitive scenario, like having an arena that calms you, so it could, just like mountains does, is fun. It makes you enjoy it a little bit more. It makes you have a little more fun with the game. So those are mine.
Those are two really good picks. I enjoy mountains. I think a lot of people seem to enjoy mountains. That one's cool. Space is obviously really cool. I do like how dark it is, but still enough lighting. It's just comfortable. If you guys had to pick a least favorite map, what would that be?
Oh no, desert! Get that
Okay,
map up out of
okay.
here!
Everywhere.
Get that
So
map up
many
out of
Desert
here!
people
Rob, what
feel
is
that
it?
way.
What do you
I
have?
don't know. I like desert. Like it's not too bright on
Oh,
my screen. Low key, I thought it was really cool at the beginning, but now I just like hate seabed
oh,
because
okay.
it's like hard to see some stuff in it with like the dark blue.
Yeah, the
I don't know.
saturation it can get.
Yeah,
It's too blue, I guess. Just almost one color all around you, you
yeah,
know. But I still enjoy seabed. Of course, I don't like desert like just like everyone else. It's so bright. But I mean, I get that. It's funny because no one has ever mentioned like the actual like stadium maps. Like no one said any of those. Nobody.
they're just so mid. They're
They
not
really
good enough
are.
to have an opinion on.
Like yeah, no one said anything.
Like
The jungle
Solar
map
Knight's
too is
pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah, solar. Yeah,
Strike
solar's cool.
strike looks cool. Like when you score.
Oh yeah. The VR board and
Strike.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do it. I like that.
I'm
But
actually looking at. Wow.
uh, which ones else? What other ones are you looking at?
Uh, uh, I just didn't know they did this. Like jerky in line. Like you
Oh,
said, the animation backboard is.
hmm
I did not know it did that. That's insane.
yeah, they're all pretty cool in their own way. I can't wait to see what other maps come out with the AR of the game. It is
I'm
cool.
so looking forward. I'm so looking forward to that. That is so. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, no, the future is certainly bright with rematch. Um, so I guess why did you guys? I mean, I know you chose the game because it's fun, I'm sure, but what other reasons were your reason to play rematch? Did you guys come from a footballing background? Do you guys watch it? Soccer, I guess I should say. Do you guys play or watch it in real life, or what draws you to rematch?
Um, I've played Rocket League for like 8 years.
Hmm.
I love. I don't know why. I love car soccer. It's
Yes.
just fun. And when I seen this through Rob's medal, and I watched like probably like 20, 30 clips of his, and the arcadey style soccer, and the fact that like it seems like there's like limitless potential because like every move you do, you have to control to like such a degree. I feel like this game is just like it's almost like Rocket League without the aerials, in my opinion. I it just draws me because it's arcadey. It's fun because it's unique. As in, like when you play FIFA, you can't just kick the ball into the stadium. You can't just do that. You just like you can't just like pass it all the way cross map like how you want with curve down spin. This game is just unique. I don't know. It's just something about it being unique and the fact that you could do whatever you want at any point. I feel like is what draws me into this game.
Yeah, good points. Yeah, I totally understand that. I love physics-based games. I feel like they can really breathe, I guess, a sign of skill in a player because it is like all on you at the end of the play, to get the ball where you need it to go. Uh, Rob, what about yourself? What brings you to rematch?
A bunch of stuff. I was really competitive with FIFA and like 2014, 2015 before Rocket League came out, and then I've obviously been playing Rocket League like for a decade at this point. But most importantly, what it has kind of in common with Rocket League over being a soccer game is that it is one of maybe 3 games that comes to mind where you can truly express yourself. And that's Rocket League, this, and Smash Bros. Melee, where it's just
Okay.
completely. You could put 200 people in the same situation, ask them to do something super basic, and none of them would do it exactly the same. There is so much of who you are that goes into playing a game with so much freedom. And I think that's the beauty of it, is that there's no skill ceiling, right? At the end of the day, all 360 degrees are available for a pass, right? You might maybe one pass that you're doing requires you to be within that exact 1 degree angle. You have to be perfect, and then you can beat the other team. There's no RNG, there's no luck, there's no item spawns, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just me and my guys versus you and yours, and we're gonna see who's better today.
Hmm.
And that's all there is to it. And I'm addicted to competing. I'm addicted to figuring out how to win, and rematch is another way for me to compete and figure out how to win.
Yeah, that's again well said. I mean, that's the same reasons why it draws me in. Me and my guys versus junior guys. We'll see who comes out on top. I do love that, and I look forward to seeing you guys in this tournament Friday. I can tell you guys are definitely going to bring it. I can't wait to again watch A5 and Phoenix and the rest of the squad really just put it out there
Don't
on the
forget about
field.
him, Juicy Bird and Friend.
Juicy Bird. What was the last one?
And
Friend.
Friend. Shout out all
Forget
of
Oh,
them.
about friend.
friend.
Yes,
Okay.
Don't
sir.
forget friend.
Juicy Bird and friend. Yes, I can't wait to watch the whole squad go out there and just lay it out on the line. It's certainly going to be exciting. Well,
Yes,
gentlemen,
sir.
with that, we will be coming close to ending this interview. However, I will provide you guys with the mic. You can say anything you want to either, your future fans on Saturday when you've won it all. You can say anything to the rest of the team or to the opposition, on the field. You guys can say anything to all three if you'd like, but this is your times to shine, and you guys can both speak. Whichever one wants to go first, please go ahead.
Rob, would you
Uh,
or you want me
I
to?
think you go first and let me wrap it up.
All right. Really, there really ain't much to say other than like I respect all of you guys, man. Um, it's all love. There's obviously going to be the banter on the field of, people talking, stuff, and that's a part of the game. It brings the excitement. It brings that like edge. I want to. I'm really excited to see who wins. Um, yeah,
All
that's me.
right. All right, my turn. Um, Joe said it best. It's all love always. There could not be more respect for me and everyone who's a part of this org. Whether that be our first, second, third, fourth, fifth group of guys, like no matter who it is, there's so much respect to everyone for helping this game grow. Um, I could not be more excited to watch everyone compete, see where rematch can really grow and evolve to as an esport. and I could not be more excited to and blessed to be a part of it. So thank you for the part that you've played in that, whether you're watching, whether you're playing, whether you just heard about it for the first time and this is the first thing that you're ever hearing, that still helps, right? One more set of eyes on this game is one more click, one more thing for a sponsor to see and then pick it up and give us a bunch of money for us to run and land for a world championship or something.
Yes,
so
please.
Thank you for being a part of this in whatever role you may have played, and I can't wait to see where we can take it together.
Agreed. I cannot wait to see that. I hope to see the first LAN not too long from now because that's going to be huge. Hopefully, we have, I guess I've seen 4, federations where NA, EU, SA, and BR. I've only seen that because I guess SA and BR, since they both speak 2 different languages down there. You have Brazilian Portuguese and you have Spanish. I've seen them kind of, split, but who knows? They might come together, of course, to make it 3 continents. But I do hope we get to see that kind of clash come soon because, my God, wouldn't it be fun to watch, the 3 big continents fight it out to see who is top dog of Rematch.
Football versus soccer.
There we go. Yes. Pretty much, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The Europeans are going to hate that one.
They are, but that's okay. That's okay. Let them hate. It'll turn into love later.
Real. And thank you for doing this, man. This is really cool. So thanks for getting some more eyes and ears on this and helping to do more than your part in helping this esport grow. It's really, really cool, and I respect you a lot for making it happen.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, again, I appreciate it. Thanks to both of you for coming on and doing an interview. I know it can be a bit, what's the word? I guess scary, maybe, or
overwhelming.
Yes, overwhelming. That's a good word. I like that one. But
that's how I felt. But I feel good now.
That's what you got me here for, Goat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Goat. I appreciate
Always.
that.
Yes, sir.
It's all chill here. It's all good vibes. We're just relaxing. We're just talking.
Yes, sir.
Nothing
And I
crazy.
want to thank you too. Chocolate or Audible?
Whichever you prefer.
So they call you Chocolate.
Okay.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Of course. No, again, I appreciate you guys for coming on. And I do, in fact, look forward to watching Beer Belly Boys in this tournament. Good luck to you guys. I hope to see you guys go far. And I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sure you guys have some scrims to go set up or some VODs to watch to prepare for the tournament this Friday.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. Well, again, thank you for being here tonight. And I will see you guys soon.
Yes,
thank
sir.
You have a great rest of your night, man. Appreciate you a lot.
Yes, sir, my guy.
Yeah, thank you.
You're awesome, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate it, guys.
Peace, brother.
Bye.
Bye. All right, and that will conclude that interview. Thank you for tuning in. And again, we look forward to watching Beer Belly Boys go far into this tournament.